I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
From now on, it's going to be America first, okay? America first.
We are Americans.
Hey, if you don't like America, then you can get out.
Knock, knock. It's the United States.
Because those people, many of them, not all, some are great, but many of them are very dishonest people, meaning the press.
The economic ills we suffer have come upon us over several decades. They will not go away in days, weeks, or months, but they will go away. They will go away because we, as Americans, have the capacity now, as we've had in the past, to do whatever needs to be done to preserve this last and greatest bastion of freedom.
I have never been a quitter. To leave office before my term is completed is abhorrent to every instinct in my body. But as president, I must put the interests of America first.
USA! USA! USA!
Oh, feel good! All unleash my power! America!
America, America, America!
Find something to believe in and find it for yourself. And when you do, pass it on to the future.
You're listening to Patriot Pride with your host, Mike Mayhem Hodges, on the Dangerous Grounds Network.
and welcome to Patriot Pride. I am your host, Mike Mayhem Hodges, a.k.a. Sonic, and I want to give a big shout-out and thank you to Dangerous Grounds Network for allowing me to have my own show. Thank you, Brian Big Country Conwell. Love it, brother. We are the Patriot Pride Otr, and today we are coming to you live from Iowa, where we never back down, we never surrender. I've got a list of some topics because, you know, I kind of go off topic every time and I can rant and rave forever. So I'm going to try to keep to my list, and if I go off the list, who cares? Fuck it. Right? And, of course, my working the board is my brother, Big Country. Oh. Say hello to everybody, Big Country.
What up?
All right, so one of the things I wanted to talk about is we all have seen the riots. We've all seen the protests. By the way, fuck Antifa. That one's for you, Tommy boy. The biggest thing that gets me is not really the riots and the protests. The biggest thing that gets me is the fact that the police are standing by and not doing a damn thing. They're allowing all this violence, and they're arresting the wrong people. We need to hold our police officers accountable for what they do, especially when it comes to a protest. When it starts to get violent, they need to step in. But the problem is not really the police department. It's the higher-ups in the police department and the politicians telling them to stand down. So what are we going to do? Well, we're going to bitch and moan and complain about it. So let's see what happens. Bring it up to your congressman, your senator. Tell them, hey, look, whenever there's a rally and there's violence, we need the police officers. Are they doing it because they're outnumbered? Who knows? Fuck it. I don't care. You know, they're supposed to be doing their job. They swore an oath, just like I did when I joined the Army. They swore an oath that they would protect and serve, and that's their job, and they need to protect and serve. We don't need people injured and killed. So another thing I wanted to cover was, everything that's going down in Texas. I'll cover that a little bit later. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and cover the riots and protests. Everybody knows Antifa's out there. Black Lives Matter is out there. There's some KKK members out there. There's neo-Nazis out there. I don't approve of any single fucking one of them. Look, if you are all about violence, fuck you. That's not what we need. True patriots, listening to the show, and true patriots out there putting boots on the ground. They know when to be violent and they know when not to be violent. And right now is not a time to be violent. Okay, especially don't be violent if somebody has a different opinion of you. So fuck you, Antifa. Fuck you, Black Lives Matter. Fuck all these out there. Because we could have backed you up, but then you showed violence, and then you showed this stupid rhetoric. I mean, if you want somebody to join your cause, talk to them, get them to think of your opinion about it. Don't be violent, and definitely don't have a violent rhetoric saying fuck the police and all that. So with that in mind of Black Lives Matter, I have a video for you from Angela Rye. I'm going to play it here in just a second. Angela Rye, keep in mind, is a 37-year-old U.S. attorney. All right, and we're going to go ahead and play a little clip for you, and I'm going to respond to what the fuck she has to say.
Is it about statues and monuments? I know you saw the interview I did with Corey Stewart, who's trying to run for a Senate seat there in Virginia, and he makes the case that it is about statues and monuments, and everyone's trying to make it about something else.
I think that we have to get to the heart of the problem here, and the heart of the problem is the way in which many of us were taught American history. American history is not all glorious, and even though I love John to death, I couldn't disagree more about George Washington. George Washington was a slave owner, and we need to call slave owners out for what they are. Whether we think they were protecting American freedom or not, he wasn't protecting my freedom. I wasn't someone who...
Okay, hold on, just a minute. Hold hold it right there. What the fuck are you talking about, Angela Rye? That's what I want to know. What the fuck are you talking about? He didn't protect your freedom? Are you fucking stupid? Did you take stupid pills this morning or that morning when you did the fucking show? You are not speaking British. So yes, he did protect your freedom. So with that rhetoric, you've already lost it. Okay, your little argument. So all what she's saying has me pissed off, because if they're going to go after slave owners, and I'm going to get into the heart of this, we all know that the Constitution is always under attack. First Amendment, Second Amendment, all the time. Whether it's Antifa, Black Lives Matter, whatever, the left, they're always trying to silence those that want to speak, but they want to say what they want to say. So that's the First Amendment under attack. That's our Constitution under attack. Second Amendment's always been under attack. We all know it. We see it on TV. News media always covering it. Obama always getting on his fucking soapbox and saying, well, we need to ban guns. Guns kill people. No, you fucking idiot. Guns don't kill people. Stupid idiots with guns kill people. We've already got a stack of laws for guns and regulations that are bigger. The stack is bigger than the Holy Bible, okay? What we need to do is we need to start actually using those regulations and actually sticking to it. No more banning guns, no more, adding more regulations. It's already hard enough. And my people in California can say it's really hard in California. Let's take away the guns. Look at Chicago. They did that there, and what the fuck happened to Chicago? So you know what? But now this Constitution is yet again under attack because the First Amendment, the left was failing at trying to ruin our First Amendment. They failed at trying to ruin our Second Amendment. Now what are they going to do? Well, thanks to Angela Rye, and I'm bringing this up because I want all you patriots to pay close attention, because James Madison is the author of the Constitution. James Madison and all our forefathers were slave owners. So now, with that soapbox that Angela Rye is on, and all these other politicians, let's just wait and see. I guarantee you that they're going to go after the Constitution just like they are going after our statues and our monuments. And you know what? How can a monument be fucking racist? It's not racist at all. Our history sucked, but you know what? We're going to learn from it. We're not going to repeat it. And I'm tired of them taking down the statues. I'm tired of them taking down the monuments. And I would be damned if you try to go after the Constitution, because 1776 will commence once again. 1776 will once again commence. You will not take our guns. You will not take away the Constitution. You will not destroy this country, because us patriots that would gladly bleed on the flag to keep the stripes red will not allow you to do that. And I am in the chat room. I haven't been really paying attention, so whatever you guys have.
Well, Miss Lynn said that too many rules and quit playing the race card, which I agree with that. And you're damn right about the slaves and stuff. All you people out there that your ancestors were slaves, why don't y'all say thank you for a change, because y'all got it made today. If it wasn't for the people that brung the slaves over here and had them out here working in the cotton fields and stuff, yes, it was wrong what they done to the slaves and stuff way back then. It was wrong. Some of them actually got to live very, very well living in their masters' houses and stuff like that. But you kids, you grown adults like Miss Angela Rye, your ancestors back then is the reason why you're here today, being able to be a lawyer or being able to do whatever it is that you do. All you professional sports players, all you, your high-ranking officials and stuff out there, your ancestors that were slaves are the reason why you're here today. So how about a little bit of a thank you? Because if you were still over there like in the Horn of Africa and stuff like that, you could be sitting there without food. You could be sitting there in disease-cessed waters and stuff like that. So I think a little bit of gratitude is needed on that one.
Exactly. And to carry on with what you said, okay, freeing the slaves, it took white men to do it. Allowing the civil rights movement and passing the laws that helped get rid of segregation and discrimination. Well, we still kind of have discrimination, but segregation and all that stuff, it was all done by white men and women. And pulling the race card all the time and saying white people owe you this. No, we don't owe you a damn thing, because white people have done so much. I mean, we could give you a load of money and you guys will still find a way to bitch and complain. Just be happy with what you have, okay? You live in a land that is free. Yes, there is racism out there, but it's not as bad. It's almost like a podcaster on Facebook once said on a live feed. He said, and he compared it to the movie Freddy versus Jason. Freddy Krueger no longer existed because nobody talked about it. Then one person had to come along and fuck it up because Freddy, of course, sent Jason out, and somebody had to say, well, this is Elm Street. Could it be this guy? Could it be Freddy Krueger? I thought we had destroyed him. It's the same concept with racism. It wasn't a big fucking deal. It wasn't one of those things. And then now social justice warriors get pulling out their phone, seeing cops in shootings and stuff like that. And, just because he's white, it's racist. And then, boom, we've gone back to the whole racism thing. And, what the fuck happened? And just being silent about it, which Obama was, fueled that fire, and to me, that was more racist, a racist act than anything. I wanted to talk about it. I have black brothers that talk to me all the time about it, and they were sick and disgusted by it. They knew I was sick and disgusted by it, because I even told them, I said, look, man, if I was a cop, you guys have known me for a long time. If I was a cop and there was a situation where I ended up shooting a black man, and you saw the media just crucifying me, what would you guys do? And they all told me that they would stand up and say, there's no way he's a racist. He's the nicest guy. It's his character. It's his heart. Just because of the color of his skin doesn't mean he's a racist. And that's what's going on now today. Just because of the color of my skin, I'm automatically a racist. I'm a white supremacist. I'm a fucking bigot. Like, oh my God. Like, I haven't even said anything to anybody, Have some fucking evidence if you're going to accuse me of that. Okay? And it just... they can use this right now, and they could, he's talking about racism. He's a racist. No, I'm not bringing it to light, opening up your fucking minds and your hearts and your eyes to everything that's going on, and seeing that it's a systematic fucking. You're being trained, like you're brainwashed, basically. Why do you think media shows things over and over and over again? It's because they're brainwashing you. Why do you think when you drive down the road and you see the cones and the construction signs up, it's up 2 weeks before you see a fucking construction vehicle out there? It's because you go down that route all the time. In your brain that, hey, the left lane is about to end. I need to merge over. And then 2 weeks later, you see fucking construction vehicles, and you do it systematically. It's muscle memory. You keep doing it. That's what the news media is doing to you, because if you watch the news, which I don't fucking do that anymore, but if you watch the news, they show the same images over and over and over again. And what else does the media do? Okay, let's go back to, fucking name? Trayvon Martin. All right, the first thing that they showed was this young 12-year-old looking boy. Everybody's hearts were like, oh my God, this guy just killed this poor looking young man, and it got the emotions, okay? That's what they did. And then, let's go 2 months, 3 months down the road. Then they show a real picture of him. And then now you're thinking, oh shit, I would have shot him too. He looks hard. You know, if I got into a tussle with him, I probably would have pulled out my pistol and shot him. You know why they do that? It's because they want two different opinions. They want us to do that. So pay attention if you're going to watch the news, which I highly suggest that you don't. Remember, it's all fucking garbage. It's all a scripted thing to get different opinions, different views from everybody. And that's some knowledge for you. I hope your brains exploded with that shit. And I hope y'all woke up and realized, damn, that really does happen. That's because I'm on the road all the time. I see it. And I go country to state to state, all over the country. And I have never met a racist black man. I've never met a racist white man. I see it on social media. But yet I've never met anybody. They talk to me. I open doors for them. They say thank you. They call me sir. You know, where the fuck is this racism? Oh, it's in the big cities, liberal run, left side. Think about that, people. All right, and with that, we're going to take a short little break, a short little music break, and here we go. And if you didn't know who that was Volbeat, A Warrior's Call. And welcome back to Patriot Pride OTR, where we never back down and we never surrender, and we're going to stand our fucking ground. Fuck you, Antifa. That one's for you, Tommy. I know you're listening. All right, brother. We're going to go ahead and move on. We talked about the Constitution being under attack. We talked about Angela Rye. And we talked a little bit about racism. And I wanted to bring up what Benjamin Watson said about the whole racism thing. Benjamin Watson said that the problem is not skin, but it is sin. Okay, we are living in a world of sin because I'm going to tell you the truth like it is. We talked about this earlier, didn't we, Brian? We need to bring God back into this country.
Amen.
Because we need to bring it back into our schools. We need to bring the Pledge of Allegiance back into our schools because Antifa and all these millennials these snowflakes would not exist. And by the way, I don't like calling them snowflakes because snowflakes eventually go the fuck away. These people don't. Okay, so we need to find out a different word for them, not snowflakes, because that's my opinion. What do you guys think? So no more snowflake. We got to call them like fuck flakes or something. I don't know. Frosted flakes.
I want to. We need to throw something out there real quick, brother. We got some breaking news from Miss Mashley. The Port Arthur hydrogen plant peroxide plant just blew up in Texas.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It just blew up. Oh man. Well, let's all say a prayer for them. Hopefully, nobody was involved in the explosion. Did she say anybody was a victim of it?
No, it's just she just sent over a little video. There was somebody out there with a camera, a little phone camera or something like that. It was had video of it. They're in front of a JCPenney's. A couple of trucks out there. They were just hitting on that the plant had blew up. So I mean, there are things, the water has gotten up so high, and all that other shit that now it's starting to affect plants and stuff like that. So the damage, the cost of damage is going to be extremely fucking high. And of course, and everybody probably get pissed off about this too, but you know what? It's going to be needed. President Trump may have to raise taxes somewhere to be able to help pay for this. And you know what? It's okay because that's what the fuck is needed.
Yeah, exactly. And somehow these fuck flakes, and Thomas called them frosted fuck flakes. I like that one. Frosted fuck flakes. Somehow these idiots are going to somehow blame Trump for that.
Yep.
They're going to find a way, or they're going to try to find a way, which it's not Trump's fault. I mean, they're bitching and complaining about everything he says, everything he does. They're just looking for some way to bitch, moan, and complain. And just stop. You're sounding like a bunch of crybabies,
Yep, sure is.
They said when Hillary Clinton wins, you guys are going to be like this. Well, Obama won, and I didn't see a single person acting like that. Crying all the time. I mean, and they called us crybabies, but we weren't crybabies when we were complaining about something and backing up with facts. You're no longer a crybaby if you can back it up with facts and stats. These people are just bitching and complaining about everything, and they can't back it up with anything.
Yep, that's right.
Oh, well, CNN said it. Oh, yeah, CNN says everything. CNN will tell you to jump off a cliff. These fucking fuckflakes will do it.
That's right. It's fake news. And Kylie, that was a plant, not a plane, sweetheart. It's a hydrogen plant down in Texas got blown up. And Kylie wrote in the chat group, we need to take responsibility for ourselves. Which you're exactly right. We need to take responsibility for our own actions and what we do in everyday life. That's one of the reasons why we need to be positive. Positive. You know, if you, and this is a true freaking fact. If you sit there, literally, if you was to sit in your house or in your bed every single day and tell yourself that you're sick, that you don't feel good, that you can't go outside, that you can't do this, can't do that, your body's going to start reacting that way. So if you take and turn that around and think positive. I can do this. I can get up and go do this. I can conquer this run today. I can conquer my PT test. I can conquer going out and getting a show put on for such and such group, or just like what happened today. Within 24 hours time of talking with Madison Rising, look what happened today. I mean, it's freaking amazing. Anybody can do anything that you put your mind to. You just got to be positive, and you got to love and respect yourself before you're out here trying to help everybody else. And that's what I'm so proud of the whole Dangerous Grounds Network family, that I got some badass people that are very positive. They're upbeat. They know what they're doing, and they love themselves, and they love fucking America.
Amen, brother. Amen. And that's another reason why we need to bring God back into this. I don't care if you're atheist, Jew, Buddhist, whatever. We say one nation under God. We didn't say one nation under Jesus. I'm a Christian, okay? When they say God, I believe in the Christian God, okay? When they say one nation under God, that could mean, Buddha. Whatever your God is, you don't have to take offense. If you're an atheist, at least live by the values that a lot of these religions do. A lot of religions teach, and mind you, Islam is not a religion; it's an ideology. So fuck that. But every other religion teaches peace and love, and treat everybody with respect. Treat others as if you wished, the way you wish to be treated, and that's how we should live our life. It doesn't matter if you're atheist, just live your life like that. I don't care if you don't believe in God, but you know what? Don't take God away from everybody else just because you don't believe in it. Some sheriff's departments around the country are putting "In God We Trust" on the back of their cruisers. Amen to that. We need to bring God back into this country, and there's some people out there that are just bitching and complaining about it because they find it offensive. Well, if that's the case, give me all your money, because it says "In God We Trust" on there. Are you going to give that up? Are you going to bitch about that? No, you're not. Why? Because it gets you through life, okay? So, and these men and women that are putting on a uniform and have "In God We Trust" on the back of their patrol car or their EMS unit or whatever it is, that's how they live their life. Okay, if they don't have a problem with it, neither should you. Because they need God watching over them. They need all of us watching over them and being peaceful to them, not arrogant fucking assholes. And Thomas just called me the Tucker Carlson of this network, which I think I am. I think I might watch a little too much of Tucker Carlson. That's the only person I really like on Fox News. I watch the shit out of him. But when we need to bring God back into the schools, we need to bring the pledge back into schools. And if the schools and the government aren't willing to do that, well, it's our job as parents to teach our children that and carry on the tradition. It's our job to teach them about our history so that our children don't repeat it. And that's all history is about. Just like if you're going to touch a hot stove as a child, you put your hand on that stove and it burns you, you're never going to fucking do it again, right? Exactly.
That's right.
That's what history is. It's putting your hand on a hot stove way back then when realizing I fucked up, I'm not going to do that again. And if you have a problem with that, and we're not idolizing these people. We don't see Robert E. Lee as God. We don't see it like that. We look at them and we say, hey, that was fucked up. But they stood what they believed in, and they fought, and they died, and we need to honor that, but we don't worship them. Yeah. Have you seen anybody worship Robert E. Lee? I don't. I know I have. Have you, country? I haven't seen anybody worship him.
No, I haven't seen anybody worship him. But you know what? Regardless if it was Confederate Army or the Union Army, they're still a military member, and they're still our brother and sisters in arms. And we still need to respect the fact that even though we were in a civil war and we were fighting North against South, we were still fighting for each other's freedoms, each other's families, and the beliefs that we were believing in. And it was kind of over. A lot of it was over slavery. You know, unfortunately, the South was the big majority holder of slaves. Yes, but you know, when it comes down to it, and you know, Abraham Lincoln, he's the one that set the slaves free, a white man. And, you know, it's you know, it is what it is. But no, I haven't seen anybody worship Robert E. Lee. But you know, he was a great commander and stuff like that.
Exactly, and just to reiterate what we've been saying throughout all these shows. November 4th, San Antonio. We're going to have Madison Rising out there. Rashad Houston is going to be out there opening up for Madison Rising. And also a little tidbit on what's going on. What's up?
I said who?
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say something. Okay. Also, there's a really big chance, if you don't know who she is, Stephanie Parker. I almost fucked that up. Stephanie Parker, who is in charge of Irreverent Warriors. I think I'm saying that right. She is possibly going to be out there too and do a pre-hike. It's not set in stone yet, but keep your fingers crossed and pray for that to happen. I mean, we've been blessed. I know country's been talking about how blessed we are, and oh my gosh, like we're all getting messages today and shit like that. It's just like, oh my god. And Stephanie Parker said that she's going to send all the info to Chris Blanco. So if you don't know who he is, he's the president at Freedom Hard. So he's going to know about this, and he's probably more than likely going to participate. So this is going to be one big ass shindig, and we're doing it all for Texas. You know, for all those that in Houston rained out by Harvey, flooded, and also some news feeds on what's going on. 37,000 people have been rescued. Unfortunately, 21 have been pronounced dead that have been found. And over 1,000 still missing. So let's keep prayers open. Keep them in our thoughts. And the estimated damage about over $2 billion in damages. But on a lighter note, J.J. Watt has had a challenge for $200,000. Oh, I keep something. Is that?
You're breaking up a little bit, bub.
I'm breaking up?
Yeah.
Okay. Am I better now?
Yep.
Okay.
Hey,
J.J. Watt is...
your brother wants to jump in, man.
Of 200,000, and they have reached 4 million. So he raised the challenge up to 5 million, and people like I'm having a brain fart. Dwayne Rock Johnson. They have donated over $25,000, and some other celebrities have done that too. So, big thank you to them. Everybody's keeping their eyes on Texas, and we definitely need to keep our eyes on Texas. If you can get out there and and help. If you cannot, go to redcross.org or call in 1-800-RED-CROSS and help anyone that you can. Also, October 14th is the I Got Your Six concert. Don't fucking miss it.
That's right.
Shindig right there, man. We got Madison Rising out there. And who else do we got out there going out there country?
Well, Thomas down in Charleston is arranging a battle of the bands down there. He's got a few bands ready. They're going to do a battle of the bands, and the winner will be coming up here to play for Madison Rising. We got the bless off from Madison Rising to do that the other day. That was a badass idea by Tommy Boy, and he's actually beefing in, wanting to jump in. He says you got some badass points, and wants to know if we can bring him in.
All right, go ahead and let him in. Let him in during the music break.
All right, cool deal. But yeah, Operation I Got Your Six is October 14th in Greenville, South Carolina, featuring Madison Rising. We'll be announcing the winner of the Battle of the Bands as soon as it's done and over with down there in Charleston, South Carolina, which is whenever Thomas gives me a date. I might just be driving down there myself to hang out with him and to see what that's going on. That'd be pretty badass. And then we'll get that and we'll make that announcement. Give big shout outs to Madison Rising, one of the official sponsors of the Dangerous Grounds Network. They're just badass. The most patriotic band in America and recognized internationally as the most patriotic band in the United States. Mad love to them. And Rashad Houston, who will be opening up for Madison Rising out in November 4th in San Antonio at the Cowboy Harley Davidson. So if you're out there in Texas or any of our listeners out there in Texas right now, y'all stay tuned to that. Come on out. The Operation I Got Your Six here in Greenville, we will be doing a food drive and a clothes drive. So bring all your non-perishables and your food, hell, even some toys and clothes for the kids. Bring it. We'll be taking those donations and we'll be taking them to the Red Cross so they can disperse them as they need. And there's my plug-in.
All right. And with that, we're going to take a quick little music break. Enjoy.
This is the end of everything. Attention of red culture's elegy. Now the reaper is waiting at the door, drunk on all blood and craving more. This is the sound of 1,000 holy feet treading on a stone forgotten grave. This is a lifelong declaration of war. No sacrifice in vain.
Shit.
It's all right. It's all
right. Normally it doesn't do that. I was going to put your next song in. My bad, bro.
It's all right. It's all right. That's okay. Well, that was Demon Hunter Just so you guys know, Demon Hunter is actually a Christian band, and that was their song, We Don't Care. So I hope you guys enjoyed that song. I am, like said earlier in the chat room, I am heavy metal, okay? This is the kind of music that I would listen to before I went out on patrol, because it got me hyped up, coffee and heavy metal. So, and we got Tommy Boy in the house. What's up, Tommy?
What's up, motherfuckers?
Yeah. Tommy Boy came in because he said I had some really good points. So, what would you like to talk
really
about?
Have, you really have, man. Friggin', I consider you, and I hope you take this as a compliment, but as the Tucker Carlson of the frickin' radio show. For real, man. You are the cool, calm, collective, intelligent one, and I'm just the dumb fucking grunt. But anyways, we work well together, man. One team, one fight, one family.
Cool. Because that's the answer for every Army guy.
You know that. Don't say that shit to me, son.
Yeah.
I call you son, but you're like 54 years old. So.
Oh, man. No, I'm not even close to 54. I'm 33, but I got a body like a 19-year-old and a mind like a fucking 90-year-old.
Damn,
that's turning me on. Yeah.
So that really means I am the old fuck out of the whole goddamn network. What the fuck? No, Chris Charles. No. Chris Charles, the oldest man out of the network.
Yeah, and one of the most badass motherfuckers too. Yeah. But friggin' hitting up the Red Cross, that's huge, man. Friggin' those dudes are busting their balls right now, trying to get as many supplies and as much relief and support out there in Texas, to include Louisiana. We got some boots on the ground right now, as far as buddies of mine that are out there in Houston, working with EMD. They said it's a shit show out there, but they're doing their best that they can, man. Freaking working 48 hours on, 24 hours off. I mean, it's a big deal out there right now. They're saying that this was the rainfall of the century out there in Texas, and they're looking at 5+ feet right now of flooding, and the majority of the area. So if any of you guys can, please definitely donate to your Red Cross. We had a group on earlier, if you guys missed it, and I'm sure Big Country can plug them out, that are going down there voluntarily to, just help out their fellow Americans. And friggin' everybody's coming together, doing the right thing because it's the right thing to do. So anyways, that's my rant.
Well, what did you think about Angela Rye? What she had to say? What did you think about Angela Rye? What she had to say on CNN? That was on CNN, by the way.
Yeah, don't even get me started on that, son.
Well, I'll say it once again, and this is for you, Angela Rye. Apparently you are an Antifa fuck. And, for all of you listeners out there, if you do have ancestors that were slaves, how about a big thank you and God bless you, and we appreciate it, because you don't know what your lives would be like if you were sitting in Africa right now.
Well, I mean, and that's true. And, as much as people want to bitch about slavery and shit like that, about the white folk and shit like that, I mean, I had nothing to fucking do with that. Neither did my family. They came over after or during the Holocaust from freaking Germany. So, you know what? Fuck you, Antifa. But at the same time, look who the fuck went to fight for you to get rid of slavery.
Yep.
White people.
Yep.
Fucking white people. So to say, oh, you're a fucking, you're a white guy, you're a fucking racist, or you're a white woman, you're a fucking racist. No. How about look at the people that you're calling racist and look at their family heritage. Your family probably weren't slaves. You probably came over, immigrated well after slavery. But look at the person that you're calling a racist or a slave owner or, a bigot or whatever, and realize that their family was probably fighting against slavery for your rights. But ignorance is bliss, man. Ignorance is bliss. And with bliss comes stupidity.
Yeah, and another big, when people call me, they call me racist, but I back it up. They can't do anything. Hear me?
Yeah, you're breaking up just a little bit, Will.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, when they look at me and they say, "Hey, you're a racist," and I hear the rhetoric that's coming out from the other side that's saying, fuck white people. White people should die. Kill white babies. It's like you walk up to them and you say, that's a very racist thing for you to say. And they're like, I'm not racist. I can't be racist because I'm black. Okay, there's two types of racism. Okay, there's systematic, which the black community is talking about, where they believe that the system is set up to advance the white people and where that myth of white privilege comes from. But systematic racism doesn't really exist, because if systematic racism actually did exist, you wouldn't have the first black president. You wouldn't have black police chiefs. You wouldn't have black sheriffs. You wouldn't have black mayors. You wouldn't have black governors. You wouldn't have black athletes. You wouldn't have black artists. And then there's also the individual racism, where me as an individual, if I say I fucking hate black people, that's me being an individual and attacking a group of people. Just the same as black people saying they hate white people, that's them attacking a social group, as we call it, social group, because they're lumping everybody into one group. Just because one person is a white person is racist doesn't mean all. It's the same thing as, just because one black person is a thug doesn't mean they're all thugs. Okay, so we need to get that rhetoric out of our minds. And with that rhetoric out of our minds,
you're absolutely right.
No there is prejudice, but let me explain a little bit about prejudice is different from racism. Just because I'm walking down a street and I see a black man that has his pants are sagging, he's got, let's say he's got a blue bandana on, he's wearing all blue. I am prejudiced. I'm prejudging him. That's what it means. I'm prejudging him and saying, oh, this guy must be part of the Crips. This guy's bad news. Prejudice is actually more of a safety mechanism, because without certain prejudice, you could end up dead or hurt. So just because somebody is prejudiced against a certain group, just like I am prejudiced against a lot of Islamic people, doesn't mean I hate them. I'm just very wary of them. I'm watching them, because I went over there and I fought them, and I would be damned if somebody tries to change my opinion about a certain group, because I've seen what they've done over there. I see what their ideology is. Don't tell me how to fucking think. As Juliet would say, don't tell me what to do.
Well, and that's the same thing with me. Is look, I worked a lot of security details in my life, and I've come against some gangbangers. Let's just put it that way. And yes, am I prejudiced towards them? Yes, I sure am. Do I profile them? I sure do. But am I racist for doing that? No, because race happens to do with the color of your skin or what you identify as. And they were white, black, Hispanic, Asian, Guatemalan fucking dudes from, freaking Antarctica. Little fucking penguin looking motherfuckers. I didn't give a shit. Because when you start shit, yes, I am prejudiced against you because you're starting shit. I am profiling you because you're coming here with your freaking pants around your motherfucking ankles like you just got a fucking prison, with a freaking, stupid ass bandana on, or you're fucking rolling around the streets of freaking Berkeley with a motherfucking mask on your face. Okay? Hi, normal people don't fucking do that. So yes, I'm going to profile you. I am going to be prejudiced towards you, and more than likely, I'm going to fuck your world up. Okay? So how about just stop being a fucking douchebag, take all your fucking energy that your mom feeds you in the morning in her basement, and go down to fucking Texas or Louisiana and help somebody out, rather than being a fucking douchebag.
Yeah. Yeah. Country, your words on it?
I agree with y'all. It's I'm not racist towards humanity. I'm racist towards the part of, okay, their religion calls to behead the infidel who doesn't believe or whatnot in whatever the fuck their God's name is. That shows how much I give a fuck about whatever his damn name is.
Allah?
Yeah, Allah, that motherfucker. But it's Christianity and believing in God and stuff like that. It's about peace, love, forgiving, helping others when they're in need of help and stuff like that. Like I said before, and it's like I always say, believe. We got freedom of religion. Believe in who you want to believe in, but you know what? You still got to abide by our laws and whatnot. And if you can't abide by those, such as don't freaking kill people, don't fucking crash our businesses, don't fucking destroy shit, don't run your fucking cars into people that's out there trying to do a peaceful protest, don't do that shit. Or you end up with people that's pissed the fuck off and want to come after your motherfucking ass. There's my rant.
Whoa, country. Tell me how you really feel, man.
Did you just call him cunt? I think you just called him cunt. No, you just called him cunt. You just called him cunt.
I did not. Did it cut out when I was saying tree at the end, country? So I said cunt?
No, it didn't. You just called him straight up cunt. Yeah.
Oh, man. My bad, country.
You know what? I don't really give a. I don't think he really gives a damn if you call him a cunt right now, because that was a damn good rant, man. Fuck all y'all motherfuckers, for real.
Yeah, and fuck Antifa, because you look at them side by side with fucking ISIS, and they're doing the same exact thing.
Same motherfucking thing.
Yep.
Same motherfucking thing. So, wearing all black, putting masks on your faces, we might as well fucking call you ISIS. And you're anti-fascist? Bullshit. Get the fuck out of here. You know what?
No,
Go back to your
fascist.
mama's face.
You are fucking fascist.
Yeah, fucking fascists because they're scared to fucking show their fucking faces because they probably work with some fucking patriotic motherfuckers, and if they get seen, somebody might be getting their head dunked in the fucking damn toilet in the goddamn men's room.
Yeah, I as a matter of fact, I shared a video, and it had Smashley very pissed off because these fuckers were assaulting a World War II veteran, disabled veteran in a wheelchair. How fucking low do you have to go? This guy is disabled. You know what? Fuck whatever he said. And they got upset and they assaulted him because he told another person, I'd shoot you in the face. Well, he didn't really do it. He just said, I'll shoot you in the face because they were picking on him. I think I would say the same thing. But you know what? It's different if you attack me because I'm physically able to attack you back, motherfuckers. But when you do it to a disabled vet, now remember, the veteran community is one huge fucking family. You mess with one, you mess with us all.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
That's right. Yeah, and I'm a disabled motherfucker. And I'll tell you what, from firsthand experience, this is one of the reasons why I've had a lot of trouble dating is because people can't handle this. Yes, I go to restaurants and I go out to eat and stuff like that, and I get hellacious, thank you for your services, dinner's paid. But I also get, whenever I'm out in Walmart and stuff and places like this, I do get those. Man, I'm glad I'm not that motherfucker. That son of a bitch has got it bad. He should have never joined the fucking military. How stupid is he, to go over there and fucking fight for a lost cause and lose his lands? And why would somebody want to put their body on it like that? Because I'm a fucking American. I'm a goddamn constitutionalist, and I believe in protecting our rights. And you come up to me and start talking shit to me, you want to pick on me because I'm a disabled vet, I'm going to stick my $100,000 fucking leg up your ass, or I'm going to have fucking Silky Lover do it one.
Yeah.
I got
Miss
chat
Miller,
group.
and she'll fucking bite your fucking nutsack off. Don't fuck with his family. I'll tell you, don't fuck with his family. We got dogs.
Kylie in the chat group. Sorry. Kylie in the chat group said that they dragged an elderly woman to the ground.
Yeah,
they have no respect for, I was brought up to respect the elderly. Even if I disagreed with them, I respected their age, I respected their knowledge, I respected their wisdom. I would treat elderly like my own fucking grandmother or grandfather.
Hey, bro, keep talking for just a sec. I'll be right back.
All right. So, but yeah, I mean, it's getting ridiculous, and one of the things I believe, and I know Tommy Boy would love throat punch him, punch him in the face. But one of the things I believe that we need to do is we do not need to answer violence with violence. What we need to do is we need to destroy Antifa, because the media, mainstream media, is horrifying and defending Antifa. I think I'm breaking up again.
You're completely right, man. I mean, it almost reminds me of the movie The Purge, and I'm sure you've seen that, man. I mean, it's just people being lawless, and you know what? I don't always agree with law enforcement and some of the laws, but at the same time, I freaking abide by them, because you know what? It is the law. And it keeps peace and order, and it keeps people from hurting other people. And you do not need to answer violence with violence. But at the same time, if it comes down to it, I fucking guarantee you, man. And as you guys know, I live in a freaking house of veterans and firefighter paramedics. We got freaking 4 people, 5 dogs, and 4 unruly kids. So one of them's gonna fuck you up if you try to come in this house and start some freaking Antifa bullshit. I mean, it's getting out of hand, and we don't have to lock down. We just need to arm up and freaking protect our ground, stand our ground, man. And that's what they don't understand. These freaking crispy fucking I don't even know what the fuck I sent you earlier. But it's just frosted flakes. But the fucking frosted snowflakes or whatever the fuck, man. But for real, man.
Flakes. Yeah, hell yeah.
These dudes just they need to back the fuck down, man, because they're gonna get hurt and they're gonna come to the wrong town. And I don't wish death or destruction upon anybody. But what they don't realize is that there are people out there that have lived the world, are educated, are mature, and aren't going to put up with the fucking bullshit. And if you bring it to their town, they're going to fuck your world up.
Yeah, and incident happened where Brian showed up because they came to his town, But I'm not saying that you don't have to be violent, That's what, like I said earlier, patriots know when to be violent and when not to be violent. I mean, we're going to defend ourselves. If you throw a punch at us, we're going to punch right back. Because I think it was Bruce Lee that said it to a guy that was breaking boards. And he said, it's pretty easy to punch something when it's not punching back.
Exactly. Exactly. But at the same time, now that you bring up Bruce Lee, he also said, "Be like water, be fluid."
Yeah,
which
That's
means
right.
use your words. Be articulate. Come back and say something proper. Negate their stance on things. But at the same time, be fluid and freaking my man, General Mattis. He said his famous quote was, "Be polite, be professional, have a plan to kill every motherfucker in the room." So I mean that's just how it is, man. I mean, be polite and be professional. Talk to them. Try to negate any kind of violence, but have a plan to kill every motherfucker in the room.
Exactly. But one of the ways that, especially the people that don't want to get violent, one of the ways to really destroy them, go Facebook Live, record it on your phone, and share it on every social media outlet, because there was a panel that a right-wing panel on CNN that they asked about the Charlottesville, and what they said they got their news source from, and it shocked the CNN reporter. They got their news from Facebook videos and Facebook Live. They didn't rely on CNN. They didn't rely on Fox News. They didn't rely on any of the mainstream media. They relied on Facebook, and they saw things in Charlottesville that didn't add up, that the mainstream media was not covering. So that's how we destroy Antifa. We destroy them by showing their true rhetoric. And if you have to be violent and you have to use self-defense, do it. But at the same time, don't go looking for a fight. All
right, we gotta educate somebody real quick. I'm sorry, I gotta jump in on this. Miss Kylie, Mattis is President Trump's Secretary of Defense. He was a Marine general who pretty much they called him Mad Dog because he fucked everybody up and got in his damn way. So there's.
Well, hey, while you're talking about that, and thank you for jumping in the chat room, baby. Just to let you guys know, I served under General Mattis, and he was a gangster mofo, but he was not the Mad Dog. That's something that the media put out. His call sign was actually the Monk.
My apologies.
Because the Monk. Because he was his wisdom was beyond repair, beyond rapport, or whatever the fuck you say. But yeah, I'm just a dumb grunt. But anyways, no, he freaking, his call sign was the Monk because of his wisdom. He was a man of very few words, but much action, and the words that actually came out of his mouth were the truest things you would ever hear in your entire life. I love General Mattis and Mr. Mattis now, but just bit of useless knowledge for you guys out there that are listening. Love y'all, and General Mattis fucking rocks.
Yeah, hey, that's good knowledge. And with that knowledge, we're gonna go ahead and take a quick little music break. Notice I don't say who's playing. And that was Bully by Shinedown, and that explains the Antifa perfectly. We were talking. It was kind of a mistake, but it was an honest, good mistake, and that it kind of worked out. Country, kind of worked out. We missed a couple of songs, but that's okay. It worked out.
Oh, it's coming. They're coming back around, brother. I got a skillet in queue.
But Tommy, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here, bro.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I just wanted to give a shout out to Kylie.
Oh yeah, Kylie. Hey. Yeah. She's my number one fan. My only fan. No,
Shout out to the Silky Lover.
Shout out to my green Jello. I got that shit all over me right now.
There we go.
Tommy Boy called me the Tucker Carlson, which is on my list of people that you need to really pay attention to. And I'm going to give this out. So if you guys don't know who these people are, here are some people that you should really kind of listen to. They're on YouTube. They have their own channel, and it's this one guy. I'm not being racist. I don't know his name, but this is his actual YouTube name. It's some black guy. Okay, so if you if you want to hear some good political knowledge, go to him. He is spot on with his political knowledge, and just general events and everything that goes on, as far as transgender to politics. He's got it covered. So some black guy, look him up on YouTube. Pay attention to him. This next guy definitely needs to be president, in my opinion. I fucking love this guy. He's great. You can find a lot of his videos on YouTube as well. It's Ben Shapiro.
Oh my god!
Fucking love that guy. Love that guy. I personally think he should run for president. I really do.
Dude,
I love.
He would rock the friggin' house for real.
Oh yeah, yeah. The only problem we have is he does not want to run for president.
Well, neither did Mattis when we were trying to get him in there, but look what happened. Yeah.
Right.
But Shapiro, man, friggin', if we could get him, man, I guarantee you, Trump, I mean, and I love Trump, man, friggin', he would probably just turn over the reins and say, fuck it. And if Shapiro could friggin' get in there, dude, that would be friggin' awesome, dude. Tucker Carlson, friggin' Tommy, as she says, but Tommy Lauren, dude, friggin', she's awesome too. I mean, there are a lot of people out there that just speak the truth like we do on this network, and but Shapiro would friggin' rock the house, dude.
Yeah. Oh, definitely would. Another YouTube. He's got a channel, Mark Dice. Check him out. Anthony Brian Logan. He's another great person to listen to. He's got his own YouTube channel as well. And Steven Crowder. Just type in "louder with Crowder," and this guy, he will make you laugh. He's just all around great. He's got great viewpoints. And a lot of these people are conservatives, and with a touch of libertarian. I have a touch of libertarian. The only thing I don't like is the pro-choice and all that. I'm not into that, but I am into a smaller government, which libertarians is, and there's not exactly a word for somebody like me where I'm conservative, but I'm also teeter-tottering on libertarian.
Yeah, there is.
Different than liberal. What is?
Yeah, no, there's definitely a word for it. It's called American.
Okay, there you go. Or patriot.
There you go.
Matt Christensen is another person to check out, and Peach Bailey. So if you know, this is where I get a lot of my knowledge from, because when I'm fucking bored, I'm on YouTube a lot. And those are the people I listen to, and of course, YouTube, you know, they'll show another video. They'll be like, "You want to watch this video?" And I watch it, and it's some fucking crackpot that's saying some bullshit, you know. Yeah, but check these people out, especially Tucker Carlson. I love him. What I love about Tucker Carlson is he's making fun of these people that are on his show, and they don't have fucking knowledge to know that he is.
No, they have no freaking clue, man. They have no clue. He's like, "Oh, really? Yeah. Keep spreading your lies. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, freaking bam, here it comes. He's like, "You're a fucking moron." Do you realize this? And the majority of his freaking guests, they have no idea how fucking smart he is and how stupid they are, man. Freaking, it's absolutely hilarious. I pretty much never miss a freaking episode of Tucker Carlson. No. And I'm not giving a shout out to freaking Fox News, because, you know, they do their thing. But to Tucker,
yeah,
freaking that motherfucker, man, I've been listening to him for years, and it's just hilarious how he just absolutely destroys people. And they're so ignorant, they don't even know they're getting freaking destroyed.
Right.
Not a clue, man.
Yeah. Kylie said that she loves Graham Allen. I'm going to have to check out Graham Allen.
Well, we love you, Kylie.
Yeah. Brian, you got anybody that you like to listen to other than me?
As far as host goes, or music?
As far as people on YouTube and you know, on the news, do you have certain people that you like to listen to? And
damn, man, I can't remember this motherfucker's name.
You talking about Whoopi Goldberg?
No, fuck her. Her ass is up in fucking Canada, stupid bitch. Rush Limbaugh.
There you go, Ned Rush. Yeah, Rush Limbaugh. You know, I like listening to him too. I've got iHeartRadio app. I listen to a lot of Rush on that.
What do you guys think about Glenn Beck, man?
Oh, Glenn Beck is all right. I haven't really listened to a lot of his shit.
I'm not saying that I like him at all. I was just wondering if you guys were gonna fucking bash his ass, dude.
Yeah, I don't really listen to Glenn Beck. I don't listen to Sean Hannity. I used to listen to Sean Hannity, but mainly on YouTube, and some of his stuff I liked, but not a lot of his stuff.
No,
you know?
And I think a lot of them have sold out, but like we were saying, man, freaking Tucker, man, he just keeps it real. I mean, he is the voice of reason. And as cool, calm, and collective as he is, I swear, I would have sworn, dude, he was one of freaking Mattis's freaking Marines. For real. Yeah, he's polite, he's professional, and he has a plan to destroy every motherfucker that comes on there. Because he does his fucking research, man. He's well educated. Yeah. He's very articulate.
Yeah, he's very tactful too. You know, to be able to make, you know, it's very tactful when you can make fun of somebody on air and they have no fucking clue. They have no clue at all. And it's just funny watching. I'm like, they have no that you're making fun of you, you fucking idiot. You know?
Yeah. I mean, and the viewers that are actually smart enough to tune in are smart enough to know that he's being a fucking smartass, and these people have no freaking clue. They have no freaking clue. And he's like, yeah, well, you know what? You just said this, but now you're saying this. And they're like, I didn't just say that. And he's like, let me play it back for you. You just fucking said this, you dumbass.
Yeah. Well, I in thinking of Sean Hannity, I think it's my buddy Steven Harwick. He's another truck driver. We talk all the time, and he made a point when we were talking about people that we like to listen to. One of the points that he made when I was talking about Sean Hannity and some other people that I used to listen to, but I don't listen to anymore, is he said, everybody in life has a price tag. And some way, somehow, somebody can be bought. And that's unfortunate. And I have a price. I don't know what it is, but I would never accept, millions of dollars to burn on my brothers and sisters ever.
No, hell no. I mean, that's what we're doing here. I mean, I'm not making a friggin' dime off of this shit.
Exactly.
And, I'm not even making a penny, and it's just to reach people and make them laugh and bring real current events and help people out. And I mean, that's what this network's all about. I mean, there is a price on my head. I'm sure freaking plenty of those fuckers I swacked overseas have prices on my head. But you know what? This doesn't come with a price, man. It comes with the gratitude of knowing that, you know what, we're reaching people, we're helping people, and we're doing the right thing.
Yeah, and this is a great platform to reach out to people, educate them, entertain them, let them listen to music, even if it is heavy metal that some people don't like. But I'm sorry. But I'm sorry that I'm not sorry. Should I say that? Because we don't apologize on here.
No,
at all.
No. We definitely don't. Not on this motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
so
and, we got a commercial sponsor right now that would like to say something.
All right. Yeah.
Fucking queefer. Hell, bitches.
Oh my God. Yes. Fuck you, Anquifa.
Yeah, that was our commercial break.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, speaking of commercial break, I've got to use the little boys' room, so we're going to take a quick little music break.
Shattered pieces, I can't keep it hidden like a secret. I can't look away from all this pain in the world we made. Every day you need a bulletproof vest to save yourself from what you could never guess. Am I safe today? When I step outside of the wars we wage, our future's here and now. Here comes the countdown. Sounding off, this is the call. Rising revolution. It's our time to change it all. Rising revolution. Unite and fight to make a better life. Everybody, one for all. Sound off, this is the call. Tonight we rise. Tonight we rise. Tonight we rise. Like a hand grenade thrown in a hurricane, spinning in chaos, trying to escape the flame. Yesterday is gone, faster than the blast of a carnal. And when the scars heal, the pain passes. This hope burns, we rise from the ashes. Darkness fades away, and the light shines on a brave new day. Our future's here and now. Here comes the countdown. Sounding off, this is the call.
guy here with a gun. Ma'am? Ma'am? Kids! Get under the table! Kids, get under the table!
We are getting in reports from all around the globe showing the highest unemployment rates since the end of World War II. Many are losing their jobs, their homes, and in many cases, their home.
Domestic disturbance in progress at Fox Hill Circle North, proceeding 1023.
You're such a fool. What is wrong with you? Worthless. You can't do anything right. I wish you had never been born.
All right, and that was Rise by Skillet. I hope you guys would check them out too. They're one of my favorite bands, and they're also a Christian band too. Yeah, I'm throwing in some Christianity and throwing in there some God, because why? It needs to come back to America. Anyway, so what did you think of that song there, Tommy?
Hey man, Skillet is friggin' amazing. I love those dudes.
Mm-hmm.
The lead singer. Oh my God. Hello. How are you? How you, mom and them? But you're absolutely right. And you know, the only thing I disagree with what you just said was that Jesus needs to come back to America. Jesus is here. God is here with America.
Yeah.
And will always be. And the only thing I would add to that is that people just need to start realizing that more and showing it, because so many people do actually believe in Jesus or, you know, a God, if you will, and they're scared because of this PC bullshit that's going on to even express it. You know, man, I freaking, you know, I tell people all the time, you know, even when I go up to my local, I don't know, Subway, not to plug Subway, but just straight up, you know, I tell them, hey, thank you, have a blessed day. And they just look at me like, you know, I got a unicorn stick growing on my fucking forehead, because they're like, you can't say that anymore. Well, the fuck I can't. I will always say that shit. You know, my mom is a devout Catholic and retired after 37 years as a teacher. And they actually got in trouble at a local school. I'm not going to put names out there, but for gathering around the flagpole and saying a prayer as teachers, silently in the morning, silently around a flagpole, holding hands, saying a prayer for their students and for their day. And they actually got in trouble. And the principal wound up getting fired over it. I mean, how jacked up is that? They weren't involving any of the students, no nothing. They were just a bunch of teachers, and the principal wasn't even in on the prayer group. And she got fired, and they all got disciplinary action for saying a prayer around a freaking flagpole outside of school.
Oh my gosh!
Jacked up, man.
And it's outside of the school, and yes, what pisses me off, what they're bringing inside the school, is they want to teach children about the 7 pillars of Islam, but yet they don't want to. You know, what the fuck? You know, if you're going to teach,
and if you want to teach about Islam, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
But don't say that Christianity or Buddhism. Wow, that sounds like a rap song. Buddhism. You know, or you know, freaking Judaism or anything like that can't be taught. That's fine, and it doesn't need to be taught because they're not in, you know, a religion school. That's fine. But if they want to allow one religion or no religion, then allow all religion. And if a bunch of teachers want to, you know, wrap around a freaking flagpole holding hands in the morning to pray for their students in whatever religion they want to silently, why would you knock their nuts for it? Well, they were all women, so knock their ovaries. But, you know, freaking, I mean, why do that? Why sanction what you can do? if you believe.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, you can't, it's like I say with a lot of things, you can't condone one thing and condemn another.
Absolutely.
You know.
Absolutely, man. You know, I condone patriotism, and I do not like Antifa, if people couldn't tell yet. But at the same time, don't denounce something that could be positive. I denounce things that are negative.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, life's too short to be pissed off all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, man? And hey, as long as you're doing a good thing for somebody, then, you know, let it go, man. Let the peace freaking reign.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, it's just it's mind blowing, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, it is mind blowing. Brian, you got anything on that? Country? Big country?
On which part, man? I'm sorry. I was like answering like 3 different messages.
You know, we were talking about the 7 pillars of Islam, and you know, you can't condone one and condemn the other. You know, talking about Buddhism and Christianity, teaching it in schools. You know, what are your thoughts on that?
You know, I don't know. Islam is, you know, they call it a peaceful religion, which is a bunch of bullshit because in their Bible, so to speak, it talks about killing people and beheading the infidel because they don't believe in Allah, which is a bunch of bullshit. You know, it's there's one God there's one God and one God only. And that's our love, and that's our Savior up above. And you know, even in the Quran, it even speaks about Jesus Christ and how Allah was trying to follow his footsteps, but you know, he had all the killings and the beheadings because people didn't, you know, wasn't following him or whatever the case may be in there. But yes, you know, Islam, you know, it's a religion. You can pray and do what you want to over here, but me personally, I think Islam needs to be took the fuck out. I think that part of the religion needs to go. You know, any religion that speaks of hate and violence and killing and just, you know, freaking hate. What's his name? Not the head of ISIS, but one of the upper guys in chain of command that had a saying: "There is no fun in Islam. There is no forgiveness in Islam." You know, so pretty much you're just being a bunch of hard asses all the fucking time. But they're having their fun. They're out there laughing and carrying along because people are fucking chopping heads off and stoning their women and stuff like that. You know, yeah, they're doing some things that they did back in the day and whatnot. But they're doing it because somebody doesn't believe in the person that they believe in. You know, if a religion promotes hate and violence and killing just because they don't believe, then no, that's I think that needs to be took out.
Well, and that's another thing is, you know, the Sharia law, man. Back in the day, Islam used to be the same as, well, I say the same, but similar to Christianity. What they believed in, they believed in God Almighty. But then all of a sudden, freaking Sharia imposed Sharia law, and they started changing the Quran. And when we were over in Afghanistan, I mean, so many of these mofos over there, dude, like, I felt bad for them. They thought we were the fucking Russians. They didn't even realize that the Russians had freaking left and that we had come in. I mean, they didn't even realize there was another freaking, 20-year later war going on, and they're just sitting here freaking reading the Sharia version, and they had no freaking idea. They were being taught something that wasn't true. You know, so the true Islamic faith does believe in the God Almighty, even though it's in different languages. However, common cause for effect, the new religion, if you will, the Sharia religion, is what's preaching all this hate. And, you know, it's ridiculous how brainwashed people can get. And I'm not just talking about with the Sharia Quran. I'm talking about with freaking news media, with, you know, freaking different groups, with college professors, with all this shit, man. I mean, people are not properly educating themselves today. They're just listening to whatever the hell is being put out by their professor or, you know, social media or whatever. And it's really fucking shit up, man. It really is.
Oh, yeah, and, you know, now they want their safe spaces, and they need their participation trophies because this and that, you know. And what's sad, too, is a lot of the, what it pisses me off, too, the most is the military is conforming to this, too. You know, especially in basic, or not basic, AIT, where, you know, reclasses are going in, and they have combat patches, and the Army... You know, the AIT new recruits are going, well, that person has a combat patch, and I feel so left out. I need a participation trophy so I could put it on my sleeve, too. You know, and what does the Army do? Okay. You know, and now in basic and AIT, they can have, they have a mandatory, like, 45-minute cell phone time. Like, what the fuck happened? You know? And
well, and we give the same shit to these Marines now, man. Friggin', we used to have to qualify with friggin' iron sights, and I know you guys old school.
Yeah,
know what the hell I'm talking about. Yeah, friggin' at 500 meters, and these dudes are friggin', you know, qualifying with ACOGs, which is cool, you know, because that's what they're using downrange, but. You know, you guys call it AIT, we call it SOI, you know, whatever. But your advanced schooling, you know, that's where they need to learn this stuff. But the fundamentals, man, and you can always go back to the fundamentals, whether it's the fundamentals of marksmanship, stance, grip, sight alignment, sight picture, trigger control, breathing, follow through, you know, all that happy horse shit, or it's just the fundamentals of the United States and loving each other, man. Freaking, you always go back to the freaking fundamentals of what something stands for, something that's great.
Yep, that's right. All right, guys, we're in the 15-minute mark.
All right, well, we're going to take a short little music break, and we'll come back and do our final thoughts, and we'll have a little video for you.
This is, you got me pulled, you got that, I got that song pulled up, Patriot Pride. You want to play that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Patriot Pride by Taylor Made.
We've stood strong for this long. There's no reason why we can't continue to stand. From Adolf Hitler to Saddam Hussein, Osama bin Laden to the Taliban. Our men have served our country well, that we may live the American dream. Our women have done well by shining the bell, as we continue to let freedom ring. I have an American eagle, power of an Alabama crimson tide, heart of a Texas coyote, that's my patriot pride. Faster than a New York minute, American as apple pie. This land I love, my stars and stripes, that's my patriot pride. Our children's smiles are brighter now than ever before, even after 9/11. From sea to sea, shore to marvelous shore, let us march on till victory is won. Oh, say, can you see, or are you still unaware, that the rockets and bombs bursting gave proof our flag was still there? I have an American eagle, power of an Alabama crimson tide, heart of a Texas coyote, That's my Patriot Pride.
Lay down, baby.
Faster than a New York minute. American as apple pie. This land I love, my stars and stripes. That's my Patriot Pride. Let us lift every voice and sing. Let us not lose our pride. As the eagle soars high in the sky, America too shall fly. United we stand, divided we fall. All for one and one for all. I love my land deep down inside. That's my Patriot Pride. I have an American eagle, power of an Alabama crimson tide, heart of a Texas coyote. That's my Patriot Pride. Faster than a New York minute, American as apple pie. This land I love, my stars and stripes. That's my Patriot Pride. This land I love, my stars and stripes. That's my Patriot Pride.
And there you have it. That's Patriot Pride by Taylor Made. Great song. It's a great song for my show, and it's definitely a great song for all of us. American is apple pie. Oh my gosh, I haven't heard that in a long time. Faster than a New York minute, and that's pretty true. If you ever been to New York, you know it's pretty fast. You walk into a McDonald's, and I was walking in, going to the bathroom. I wasn't even going to order, and they were asking me what my order was going to be before I even got to the bathroom. You know, but that was a while back, though. That was about 6-7 years ago. It might have changed then. Anyways, final thoughts, Tommy?
You going big country?
Yeah, I'll go. God bless America. God bless everybody. Number one, take care of yourself before you can take care of others. Love yourself every day. Go hug your tattoo artist. Don't be an ass. Bleed red, white, blue every day. And if anybody out there that's listening, if you ever need somebody to talk to or whatnot, hit any of us up on the Dangerous Grounds Network. We'd be more than glad to sit down and have a talk with you, and straight up just be there for you. Don't forget Operation I Got Your Six, October 14th, Greenville, South Carolina, and definitely don't forget about November 4th, Operation God Bless Texas. With Madison Rising and Rashad Houston. Love everybody. Appreciate y'all listening to both shows tonight. And rock on, keep it real, and keep it American.
Amen. Amen, brother. All right, Tommy, what's your final thoughts for tonight?
Hey, Rashad, man, thank you so much for freaking coming on. Madison Rising, you guys freaking rock. I cannot wait for that freaking concert. That's going to be badass as hell. I just got a picture of a white guy carrying a black guy out of the water down there in Texas. I mean, it doesn't matter what your race is, man. Keep that trash up, man. There are plenty of relief efforts going your way. And we love you guys down there in Texas, Louisiana, everybody affected by it. Big shout out to the Red Cross. Please go and donate. Hook them up, man. Whether it's blood, whether it's food, whether it's sweat and tears, it doesn't matter. Friggin' go help them out. In the words of Bill and Ted, be excellent to each other and party on, dudes. And Audie, what's my last thought? Fuck.
Oh, your last thought? Oh, man, I don't know what the... fucking
that's
FIFA?
right. It's fucking Queefa. Hoot out, fuckers.
Hell yeah. And my final thoughts is, why do we always have to wait for some kind of catastrophe to hit us? Whether it's an outside catastrophe, like terrorists coming into our country and knocking down 2 towers, killing thousands of people, or a natural disaster, earthquake, hurricane like Harvey. And by the way, fuck you, Harvey. You asshole.
Fuck you, Harvey. I'm down with that one too.
As Americans, we need to be like that every single day, not just when shit hits the fan. Every single day we need to be out there looking out for our brothers, our sisters, our moms, our dads, or everybody. No matter what color skin they have, no matter what their creed is, no matter what. I'll even say their social status and how rich or poor they are. You see somebody on the side of the road, been standing out there with a sign saying, "Please help me. I need food. I need money. Whatever." Give them a bottle of water. Don't be selfless.
Barricaded the park, protected the tiny group of right-wing much larger crowd of left-wing demonstrators.
And just keep in mind, we got November 4th in San Antonio, October 14th. I got your 6th in Greenville, South Carolina. I can't wait. But with Madison Rising, oh my gosh, most patriotic band in the world. Yeah, I said it. And trying to draw this out a little bit because we got a little bit more time. I was going to cut it off, but I'm looking at the time. But also, don't forget to tune in tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern to my brother Doc Collins' show, Patriot Heart, because there is no pride without heart. You see what I did there, right? Patriot Pride and Patriot Heart. Okay.
There you go, baby. There you go.
Well played, sir. Well played.
I told Doc Collins I was going to do that, and he loved it. So I said I'm just going to run with that. And if you are a show host, remember we need to stick out for each other. So if you have a show, remind people about the next show because we're the number one show or the number one network, I should say, not number one show because this is my first show. Number one network in all of internet radio.
What?
Hell yeah. Did you just throw up?
It sounded like
I gotta
that.
give you guys shit. Two soldiers in a fucking Marine in a room. Yeah, that sounds like a fucked up night right there.
Sounds like a fun night to me.
We're used to fucked up nights, aren't we?
Oh, we are. Hey, dude, one last shout out. Tucker Carlson. You're the fucking man.
Yeah. Tucker Carlson. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey,
and Rashid Houston, great job, man. We were glad to have you on our show earlier. We would love to have you on every show if we could, which would be awesome. Rock the house. Stay classy out there, everybody. God bless America. And I'm going to go ahead and share this little clip, and that'll be all for the Patriot Pride. Thank you for listening in, and tune in next week for my show, and don't forget about tomorrow's show. And The Compound on Friday with Silky Step.
Which video was that?
You not had the video pulled?
It's I just sent it to you. It's under the fuck Monquefa file.
Well, I got all your stuff. I got all your stuff written down from earlier. I'm sorry.
Hey,
no, it's
never
all right.
apologize on this network. Fuck that.
Yeah. Fuck your apology, bitch. I'm just kidding.
What's the name of it? I'll type it in real quick.
It is A Message to Humanity.
Yeah, that wasn't in the
And now we get to listen to Big Country type in shit.
Hey, man, that's a fucking rap song right there. All you need is a fucking beat, right?
All right, here we go, guys.
All right, there we go.
Here is a message from humanity. Here we go.
I'm sorry, but I don't want to be an emperor. That's not my business. I don't want to rule or conquer anyone. I should like to help everyone if possible. Jew, Gentile, black man, white. We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that. We want to live by each other's happiness, not by each other's misery. We don't want to hate and despise one another. In this world, there's room for everyone, and the good earth is rich and can provide for everyone. The way of life can be free and beautiful, but we have lost the way. Greed has poisoned men's souls, has barricaded the world with hate, has goose-stepped us into misery and bloodshed. We have developed speed, but we have shut ourselves in. Machinery that gives abundance has left us in want. Our knowledge has made us cynical, our cleverness hard and unkind. We think too much and feel too little. More than machinery, we need humanity. More than cleverness, we need kindness and gentleness. Without these qualities, life will be violent, and all will be lost. The aeroplane and the radio have brought us closer together. The very nature of these inventions cries out for the goodness in men, cries out for universal brotherhood, for the unity of us all. Even now, my voice is reaching millions throughout the world, millions of despairing men, women, and little children, victims of a system that makes men torture and imprison innocent people. To those who can hear me, I say, do not despair. The misery that is now upon us is but the passing of greed, the bitterness of men who fear the way of human progress. The hate of men will pass, and dictators die, and the power they took from the people will return to the people. And so long as men die, liberty will never perish. Soldiers, don't give yourselves to brutes. Men who despise you, enslave you, who regiment your lives, tell you what to do, what to think, and what to feel, who drill you, diet you, treat you like cattle, use you as cannon fodder. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men, machine men with machine minds and machine hearts. You are not machines, you are not cattle, you are men. You have the love of humanity in your hearts. You don't hate, only the unloved hate, the unloved and the unnatural. Soldiers, don't fight for slavery, fight for liberty. In the 17th chapter of St. Luke it is written, the kingdom of God is within man, not one man nor a group of men, but in all men, in you. You, the people, have the power to create machines, the power to create happiness. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure. Then in the name of democracy, let us use that power. Let us all unite. Let us fight for a new world, a decent world, that will give men a chance to work, that will give youth a future and old age a security. By the promise of these things, brutes have risen to power, but they lie. They do not fulfill that promise. They never will. Dictators free themselves, but they enslave the people. Now let us fight to fulfill that promise. Let us fight to free the world, to do away with national barriers, to do away with greed, with hate and intolerance. Let us fight for a world of reason, a world where science and progress will lead to all men's happiness. Soldiers, in the name of democracy, let us all unite!
All right, that does it for the Dangerous Grounds Network with Patriot Pride OTR with your host, Adi Mayhem Hodges. And from everybody at the Dangerous Grounds Network, we appreciate y'all listening to our shows tonight. Adi, you got anything else left to say, brother?
That's it. Just remember to love each other and be kind to each other. And thank you for tuning in.
Alrighty, so from Patriot Pride Radio, this is Adi the Mayhem Hodges, Tommy Boy, and Big Country. We are out of here.